Hi everyone, welcome. To start, there are lots of channels out there about tabletops that are experts in game mastery and in playing. This is not one of them. Here, I'm new to the space. I'm just really passionate about it and learning to be a better GM, a better player, and a better person. I played a lot of different systems, a lot of different groups, a lot of different GMs, and I'm learning a lot. And I just want to share some cool stuff that I've learned that I thought you might like as well. Purpose here is really to talk about sort of different concepts that you can use and incorporate in your own play that pretty much exist in every system. So it's not like a system specific suggestion. Just take the idea and sort of apply it to whatever you're playing. I think one of the things that I have learned both as a GM and as a player, and this is advice for players: ask for roles outside of combat. Your GM's gonna ask for specific roles in combat, obviously. And when I say roles, I'm really just saying utilize your mechanized skills. So whatever that looks like in the system that you are playing, your character will have certain skills. Ask to use those skills outside of combat. In D&D, in most tabletops, I would say the action is sort of committed by doing a roll, by rolling dice against a skill, and different dice mechanics, obviously, but it basically roll dice to see how effective you utilizing that skill is. But ask your GM for a role. Ask your GM to be able to use a skill. As I was saying, your GM is going to ask for specific roles in combat. But especially if you're playing a game that has really any social element to it, or investigative elements, or even if you're just kind of interacting with NPCs and trying to get them to react to you a certain way, ask your GM to allow you to make a roll if you're trying to be successful at something. For me, when I'm GMing, I'm super into being present with what my players are doing narratively and in the story, and I just forget to ask for a roll. So when I'm not asking for a role, I'm not doing it by design. I'm doing it because I forgot to ask for a role. And like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just having a ton of fun watching you like have this RP exchange with me as the ship's captain. I didn't realize that you were trying to mechanically persuade him into like letting you into the cargo hold or whatever. So say to me, can I make a persuasion check or whatever? Can I make a persuasion check to see if I can get into the cargo hold? A light bulb will go off in my head and say, "Oh, that's what you were trying to do. Cool. Okay." That happens a lot for me, especially with charisma based or social type actions, because it's very easy for me, and I would say for a lot of GMs, to kind of mistake a mechanized social interaction for just RP, for just roleplay. So please ask for the role. And again, as I said, I'm not trying to withhold the option from you as a player. I literally just forgot to ask you for it. And I would never say no to a player wanting to attempt to mechanically try something. And you know what? Your GM probably won't either. If they say no, and it's an off chance that they're going to say no, that I really don't think it's going to happen at all. But if it does happen, it opens up a bunch of other options to you. So if, let's go back to that captain and the cargo hold example. So you can say, can I make a persuasion check to let me see, to if I can get into the cargo hold? No, sorry, you can't make that roll. Oh, any particular reason why? Like, oh, well, he's just going on break and he's not about to take the extra time, take it to the hold, so, try again or try with somebody else. So it opens up options to you. It's unlikely that your GM is going to say no, but even no is opening up different sort of directions where the story can go. And them saying no to you, like, it doesn't need to be this weird confrontational thing of like, oh, well, why the hell not, It's literally just saying like, okay, if I can't do this, then like, what can I do? Like, what else am I able to do in this scenario? And that's fine, and your GM is going to value being asked that if only to know that like there's a lack of clarity on what you're able to do as your next step as the player. And all GMs want you to be able to move through the story effectively and seamlessly. So make sure you're doing that as a player. So, people ask like all the time if you notice things that, problems perception roll, like, oh, do I see anyone following us? Or, go make a notice roll or like whatever. But people rarely ask for roles associated with RP and mechanized social checks. So do it, man. Like, rolling dice is fun. So definitely ask the rolls. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.